A sudden strike has once again rocked Ukraine, but this time it wasn't a drone, it wasn't a cruise missile. It was Russia's most advanced guided rocket artillery system, the Tornado-S. The target? A small airfield near the village of Barkovo in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Sounds minor. Think again. Hidden there were old-looking and too light aircraft. They may seem outdated, but they play a key role in countering Russia's kamikaze drones. And the result? Russia's strike severely damaged those planes, with almost no way for Ukraine to prevent or respond to it. But how did this happen? Isn't Ukraine equipped with some of NATO's most advanced defense systems? Let's break it all down. The strategy, the weapons, and the devastating impact of the Tornado-S strike. Barkovo isn't a major battlefield, but that's exactly where Russia launched a precision strike. The primary target was a small airstrip housing Antonov An-2 aircraft. Old planes? Sure, but they're crucial. Ukraine uses An-2s for logistics and, sometimes, to distract Russian geranium kamikaze drones, or Geran-2, a key component of Moscow's low-cost air assault strategy. The strike was pinpoint accurate, not just random missiles, but guided 300mm rockets fired from the Tornado-S system. Experts believe the 9M544 rocket was used. With GLONASS satellite guidance, the rockets hit with deadly precision, shredding the An-2s with high fragmentation warheads. Ukraine had no time to react. The Tornado-S is a modern battlefield monster. Based on the Soviet-era BM-30 Smerch, this system brings 21st century tech to the front lines. Each launcher can fire 12 guided rockets in a single salvo with a range of over 120 kilometers and, in some versions, up to 200 or even 300 kilometers. But it's not just about firepower, it's about accuracy. Using Russia's GLONASS navigation satellites, the Tornado-S doesn't just rain down rockets. It delivers long-range precision strikes. The 9M544 rockets used in Barkovo carry deadly fragmentation warheads capable of destroying light vehicles, aircraft on the ground, even small bunkers. With that kind of destructive power, a single Tornado-S salvo can wipe out an area the size of a soccer field. What makes this system even harder to stop is the tactic behind it. Shoot and scoot. Once the rockets are launched, the vehicle immediately moves to a new location in less than 3 minutes. By the time Ukraine tries to pinpoint the launch site, the vehicle is already gone. Add to that, Russia's launchers are designed to operate across all kinds of terrain: mud, gravel, asphalt, you name it. That makes tracking and hitting them extremely difficult. But there's more. Russia also uses electronic warfare systems to jam Ukrainian radars and comms, blinding them in the critical moments just before an attack. So, even with advanced radar systems, Ukraine often detects the incoming strike too late, or can't trace it back at all. So here's the big question. Why can't Ukraine hit back? Don't they have NASAMS, IRIS-T, even Patriot systems? Well, it's complicated. First, those systems are built mainly to defend against drones and cruise missiles, not massed short-notice rocket artillery salvos like the Tornado-S. Second, the reaction time is incredibly short. These strikes happen in just minutes, and it's nearly impossible to intercept dozens of rockets simultaneously with limited, expensive air defenses. Third, and maybe most critical, Many of the long-range NATO systems supplied to Ukraine come with strings attached. They're not allowed to be used to strike inside Russian territory. This is an unwritten rule to avoid escalating the war into a direct NATO-Russia conflict. So even when Ukraine knows exactly where those rockets came from, they're not free to retaliate. Ukraine condemned the Barkovo strike as a clear act of military terror against vital infrastructure. President Zelensky again pleaded for more air defense systems and long-range missiles from the West. In response, NATO held an emergency meeting. Countries like Poland, Lithuania, and the UK voiced deep concern over Russia's long-range precision strike capabilities. But for now, NATO is still cautious. They back Ukraine, but remain careful not to provoke a direct clash with Moscow. The Tornado S strike on Barkovo is just one chapter in this evolving modern war. A war no longer defined by troop numbers, but by precision, mobility, and high-tech weaponry. With lightning-fast attacks, pinpoint accuracy, and electronic jamming, Russia is showing that despite Western support, there are still gaps in Ukraine's defenses. The question now is, how long will NATO hold back? And how long can Ukraine endure against systems like the Tornado S? Only time will tell. This content is created solely for educational and informational purposes. It is intended to provide insights based on verified data, credible sources, and careful analysis. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of modern military technology and current events, not to promote or endorse any form of conflict, propaganda, or political agenda. We strictly oppose the spread of misinformation and hoaxes. Every piece of information presented has been carefully sourced from reliable, publicly available references. We encourage viewers to approach the topic with critical thinking and respect for all sides involved, maintaining a focus on knowledge sharing and open discussion.